Are you interested in what's new in the marketplace for Flight Simulator 2020 and then specifically aircrafts, aircraft liveries, but also maybe some new cockpits? Then this is the video for you. Let's roll the intro and then let's look at the details. And a lot of new airports have landed this week. The first one is Lim 1 Masina Fly Airfield. It's the first airport for the city. It's located in Sicily in Italy. It has a sloped runway, which makes it really challenging. There is full lighting for you. There are parkings. There are 4 hangars. And if I remember correctly, we also looked at this one last week, but I was not 100% sure, so that's why I decided to leave it in. And here you can see that slope right on the pictures, which will make it really challenging. You also see several hangars, which you can park your aircraft in. And a lot of cool things have been added there, right? Also the cracks on the tarmac, that looks really cool, makes it more realistic. Then the second one is limb number 2. It's Volcano Fly Airfield by the same developer. It's also the first airfield with a sloped runway on the island of Volcano, Sicily. So again, sloped runway. Here are the details. The runway has full light, then the slope of 5%. It also has some ability to park your aircraft, as well as has 2 aprons on 2 levels, right? Which will make it, would say, nice, I would say. And there is also a refueling area, and it has 3 bases for helicopters, right? So you can also land with your helicopter there, 2 more in the north and south of the island. Of course, it also can include some hangars, right? On both surfaces there are 21 hangars of which, and 12 in the lower area and 9 in the upper area. And they are opening the hangars corresponding to a parking space, right? So it's connected to the parking space where you can park your aircraft. Now, if we look a little bit lower, we can see all those nice pictures which have been included. And here you can see that besides the aircraft part, they also worked on that parking spot over here, which makes it really nice to have a look at. Also during the night, you can see that the lighting is pretty cool. Also some more, let's say, parts here, right? This is the elevated part of the airport where you can park your aircrafts or aircrafts if you own multiple ones. And there's also a caution area here, right? So makes it really challenging, but also really cool to land on this airport. You can see there's also a tunnel, but likely you can't drive into the tunnel using the aircraft. Then we've got the Atlantis Marine Base, TAF number 1, created by the same developer. Here you can also see that there's a really challenging runway, which is over here, right? Multiple parking spots are located on different levels. On the top, there are the helipads. On the bottom, on the ground level, there are the parts for the aircraft themselves. Some more information, right? It's a valid alternative to landing an aircraft carrier to live a new experience full of excitement and fun. Where it's located? It's located pretty close to the beautiful island of Sicily, as the base is located in the Strait of Masina and can also be reached by plane for many airports in the region and beyond. So, are there any screenshots? Unfortunately not, besides the ones on the top. So here you can see those ones, right? So 2 for medical helicopters, the rest is for normal helicopters. This is the runway itself. Also a slope is there. So really cool. Then the next one is Boca Raton Airport, Kilo Bravo Charlie Tango. That's in Florida, created by Australis Studios. It's a public general aviation airport owned by the state of Florida. It remains one of the principal gateways for private and corporate flights in South California. So what has been included? Of course, the airport has been updated using the latest layout. 40 custom model buildings, custom textures, ground markings, as well as handcrafted airport surroundings, and the custom parking spots and the detailed airport surroundings, which I already mentioned. So you're not getting only the airport, but also the updated surroundings surrounding the airport. Here you can see some pictures of it. So this one also looks pretty nice, right? A lot of detail has been added compared to the default airport in Flight Simulator 2020. So you can see some smaller aircraft can land here, right? But also likely some jets, right? The business jets, because it's also used for corporate flights. And while discussing them, here you can see several of them. So also hangars are being added to this airport, right? Uh, Traffic tower has been included. The interior of the traffic tower hasn't been included, unfortunately. But again, I would say most of the cases you are, let's say, focusing on the real airport, right? Not on the traffic tower, at least not standing in the traffic tower. Also during the night, you can see that the night lighting has really been updated. So this makes it a really pleasant airport to land on. Boca Raton Airport. Then the next one is Cincinnati Airport Night Enhancement, Kilo Charlie Victor Golf by Dream Scenery. So they updated the airport so to make it easier to use in the evening/night hours. You can see that they added a lot of lights, they improved the lighting there, and say it's the quality which you can expect from them as always. Then they did the same thing for Indianapolis Airport, uh, Kilo India November Delta. They also updated the scenery, especially for the night enhancements, so you can use this airport during the night hours. Scrolling down the list, we will find an updated airport. Toulon Harris La Polyvestra Airport, Lima Foxtrot Tango Hotel. So where is the airport located? The airport is located in the town of Harris, a few kilometers from the city of Toulon in the south of France. It's an international airport and it's used for a mix, both civil and military. So what has been added? Well, first of all, the airport is not present by default in Flight Simulator, which makes this a real new airport. It's high realistic and detailed buildings, parking lots, taxiways and runways, some static objects like vehicles, aircraft and characters, and animated objects like the wigwags, the jetways, and there are some other objects like the flags and the windsocks. And here you can see some screenshots, unfortunately only small screenshots, but here you can see that what they've added, right? So they customized the jetways, they added a lot of details here. And as mentioned already, this is a complete new airport because it's not included in Flight Simulator 2020 by default. Then we've got Debrecen Airport, Lima Hotel Delta Charlie. It's in Hungary, created by LH Simulations. It's a beautiful recreation from the airport for Flight Simulator 2020 and it's Hungary's second largest airport. It has both a mission of, or a mission, it's both used for passenger and cargo traffic. It contains handcrafted aircraft objects. So all the buildings and structures are handcrafted. High resolution textures with PBR, custom ground textures, accurate airport layout. Custom night lighting has also been added to the airport. That really makes it really cool. And this is the first screenshot I want to share you about this airport. Right here you can see already a lot of details are there, right? Including, let's say, an updated terminal building also where you can watch the aircrafts going, arriving and departing. Some surrounding buildings have been updated. Parking spots are there. So a lot of cool details have been added to this airport. And not only very clean, right, but also some usage is there. Also, there's an air ambulance located on the airport. Solar panels. And some water basins. And of course, some cargo. Some courier services. You can see that some of the cargo door or of the hangar doors can open and close. It's not clear if, based on the description if they will close and open during the evening hours. Lighting in the terminal building. So a really nice update for the Debrecen Airport. A lot of, say, details are there now, which were missing initially. Then we've got Innsbruck Airport, Lima Oscar Whiskey India, created by Builds. So they updated this airport, which is nestled in amidst the stunning peaks of the Australian Alps. Austrian Alps, sorry, not the Australian Alps. Here you can see a lot of screenshots. There's not a lot of text, unfortunately, but you can see that they added a lot of cool things, including the night lightning enhancements, including interior for the buildings, and also baggage drop-offs, line standing in the gates, then waiting to board the aircraft. So a lot of cool things for Innsbruck Airport, which received a massive update. I would call this a massive update because as you can see, there are so much information which I have added. Also, here are the hangars for the multiple services which can be offered. You've got the terrace for the restaurants which are there. So pretty impressive, this one. Innsbruck Airport. Scrolling down the list, we will find Geneva Airport. Lima Sierra Golf Golf by Jet Dream Designs. It's located in Switzerland. It's in the heart of Europe with a highly detailed rendition of the airport. It was developed with direct assistance from the airport itself, right? So the airport itself cooperated in recreating this livery or this airportry, which makes it really cool. There are some features which are not, in most cases not default, but in this case they added the VDGS for every stand, but they also included the GSX profile for those who are using those systems. So highly detailed and accurate recreation of the airport, fully detailed visual docking guidance system, that's where VDGS stands for, at all the stands, modeled interiors and terminal buildings, dynamic airside traffic to adapt to the time of day and weather conditions, realistic snowbanks, custom GSX profile developed with support of the airport itself, stunning night lighting, optimized performance, and works best with World Update number 13. No, 18, sorry. So here you can see the airport. You can see that there are some usage, right? You can see that the airport, but also the surroundings have been updated. Swiss Air coming in. Even it works, I would say, during the really cold times of the year. Also some static scenery has been added, right? And this is the interior building, which also looks, I would say, really amazing. Some corporate aircrafts. This one is also pretty impressive. Here you can see that VDGS system, which I talked about. So Geneva Airport. Then we've got SoFly. They released Orit Airport, Lima Whiskey Oscar Hotel. It's in North Macedonia, and the airport has received an update. It's a scenic airport which is set against the stunning backdrop of Lake Orit and the mountainous landscapes. So what has been included? Well, of course, high-realistic details for all the structures, aprons, taxiways, parking areas and hangars. Additional details which have been there, including CCTV, animated flags, air conditioning units, and a lot of cool other things. Also some new interactive scenery technology, right? They explore and watch the airport doors open and close as you get close. Car park barriers open and more. And it's extremely detailed interiors for the most realistic airport rendition yet for Orit. A perfect flight for Master Flight Simulator 2024 walkabout mode. So it looks like that this one is already compatible with Flight Simulator 2024, which will be released, I would say, soonish, right? 19th of November, that's the time where the new Flight Simulator will be there. Dynamic snow build mounts in realistic conditions and stunning approaches over lakes and mountains. And it's developed with love from Sky High Studios, which is really nice. And here you can see some screenshots. So here you can see the interior building, right? See the flags. You can see all the details also in the Prime Class launch. Here you can see the usage on the buildings. Airco units have been included. CCTV has been included, as you can see here also. So pretty nice airport with a lot of details being added. And if you follow those everything, on the bottom there's some smaller screenshots which will show you a lot of more details. So Orit Airport by SoFly. Then we've got Wanaka Region Airport, November Zulu Whiskey Foxtrot. It's in New Zealand by NZA Simulations. It serves the Wanaka Township located in the Otago region and has commercial scheduled flights operated by Sound Airs. So what has been added? Well, a lot of things, right? So 9 airports and 4 helipads are included because it contains multiple airports. As you can see, Wanaka Airport, Makora Airstrip and Heliport, Wanaka Lakes Health Center Heliport, several other ones, Aspiring Helicopters, Hawaii's Flat Strip, Dingleburn Farm and Airstrip, Minaret Station Lodge and with helipads, Branches Station Airstrip, and much more. So a lot of cool details. So don't expect it is one airport because based on the description, it looks like there are multiple airports in this region. It works, of course, best with the World Update New Zealand, but that makes sense. So let's have a look at the pictures, right? And here you can see what kind of details have been added. And this also confirms that these are multiple airports included in one package, right? So it's the Wanaka Region Airport, which contains out of several parts, as it looks like. So cool things, parking spots included, a lot of details for the buildings. Smaller airports, bigger airports are included. So cool things. So here's the, I would say, complete overview, right? So here we've got the Wanaka Airport, but you can see also several other ones have been included. Really nice. And the next one is Mercedita International Airport, Tango Juliet Papa Sierra. It's by ORBX. It's in Puerto Rico. And you can fly with a lot of aircrafts. For example, the A320 from Airbus or the EMB 190 from JetBlue. So what has been added? Well, a lot, but you can't see, I would say, this based on the description. So we need to go to the screenshots. So here you can see that the runway has been updated completely, as well as the taxiways which are there. You can see that there's some static scenery for ground surfaces, which will power your aircraft, or maybe you would say add some new food and drinks to the aircraft. Then this is the security area of the airport. And while it's loading, let's wait while it goes next. So the traffic tower is there. The traffic tower interior is not there, but you can see that their hangars do include some interior like a helicopter. And that's really nice. If we look at the bottom, we can see some smaller screenshots, but they are a little bit hard to see, as I can imagine. But night lighting has been there, refueling spots have been there, so all is there for you. Then the last one is the Pizan New Airport, Victor Tango Papa Papa. It's created by CM Flight. It's located in Pitasunuluk City, in the same province, which is just 3 kilometers from the city center. It's operated by the Department of Airports, Ministry of Transport, and was designated as a custom airport on September 1st, 1991. So it has a long history, as you can see. It goes back to 1953. Runways are there. So what has been included in this package? Main terminal building with detailed interior. Then the Thai Inter flying hangar, HC and HC club building zone, weather station, fire and rescue station, Royal Rainmaker Center, then the custom animated jetways, military terminal, and several other things like multiple aprons, the military hospital. So a lot of, say, exciting things have been added to this one. So let's look at the screenshots. So here you can see the screenshots containing the updated airport with a lot of details, as you can see. Also pretty clear which kind of aircrafts can park on which spots. Also, the surrounding buildings have been updated, as you can see. So it's not only the airport, but also the surrounding buildings. You can see emergency services which are driving across the airport. You'll see several hangars which are there. So a lot of nice things have been added to Pizan Airport. And with that, we're at the end of this list because 13 items have been added in this specific category, right? The airports and scenery enhancements. I hope you like this video. If you're looking, for example, for some new aircrafts or maybe some updated aircrafts or updated liveries, then have a look at the description of this video because there's a link which contains which contains a link to the videos of that category. So again, if you're interested in other things, then have a look at the description of this video because there are links to those individual videos. Thanks again for watching and hope to see you back next time.